and welcome. My name is Nana, and in this video, I'm going to teach you 20 very useful phrases in Swedish. Whether you're a beginner that just started learning, or maybe you're traveling to Sweden and you need some useful phrases to get by. We all know that the best way to learn a language is to simply start speaking, so let's just jump right in. A little side note, I am from Skåne, Malmö, and if you watch my other videos, you know that I speak skånska, meaning that we have very rough R's, for example. For the sake of this video, to make it beginner friendly, I am gonna skip my dialect and speak a little more rikssvenska, a little more neutral, just to make it easier. Let's jump in. Let's start with some simple greeting phrases or phrases we use to get to know somebody or just ask simple questions. How do we actually say hi in Swedish? Well, believe it or not, a simple hey. Or we can just say hey hey, because we like to do a double take on things in Swedish. So hey or hey hey. Another really common one is tjena. Tjena, which is just another word for hey. When we leave and we want to say goodbye, we can say hej då, meaning goodbye. Or it's really common to say vi ses, which is literally we will see each other, or see you later. So hej då, vi ses. If I want to ask somebody how they are, the two most common ways are hur mår du? Hur mår du? And you can answer jag mår bra. Jag mår bra. Or we can ask hur är det? Hur är det? And then we can answer det är bra. Det är bra. Hur mår du? And as you can see, it's not always pronounced exactly like it's written. For example, hur är det? As you can see, it says hur är det? But the way you say it is hur är det? Hur är det? And also when you answer it is good, det är bra, we don't pronounce it det är bra. But we pronounce it det är bra, det är bra. So we skip some of the consonants. To ask somebody's name, the most common way to ask what is your name in Swedish is vad heter du? Vad heter du? And then you can answer jag heter Nanna. Jag heter Nanna. Vad heter du? And then to kind of wrap it up, we can say nice to meet you, which we would say trevligt att träffas. Trevligt att träffas. Nice to meet you. Then we can't forget about thank you. Thank you, a very important word. It's very simple in Swedish. It's simply tack. Tack. We do the same thing here as with hey hey. We can do a double take. So either a simple tack or tack tack. Another really common way to say thank you is thank you very much. So in Swedish, it would be tack så mycket. Tack så mycket. And as you can see here too, it's tack så mycket. But the last consonant in mycket falls away when we pronounce it. So tack så mycket. And the person can answer varsågod or varsågod, meaning you're welcome. So this one different depending on dialect. As you can see, we spell it varsågod, varsågod. But in some cities, we would actually pronounce the RS as rs, varsågod. For example, where I live, we would say varsågod. So the consonants are actually pronounced as the actual consonants, and many other cities in Sweden too. But in other cities, especially around Stockholm, we would say varsågod, varsågod. So the RS would be a sh sound, not varsågod. But it isn't really a question about right or wrong. Try them both out, and whatever is more simple for you, go with that. And the last one in this category, if we want to say excuse me, either to pass somebody that may be in the way or to get somebody's attention. When we say excuse me, we would say ursäkta, ursäkta. Or same here, if it's a different dialect, we would say ursäkta, ursäkta. Try them both out. So those were the small talk and greeting phrases. Let's go to the next category, which would be getting around and ordering coffee, for example. So let's say you arrive to a city. If you want to ask where something is located, where something is, For example, the library. Let's take the library as an example. So we would ask, var ligger biblioteket? Var ligger biblioteket? Meaning, where is the library located? Or where lies the library? Var ligger biblioteket? And the person might answer, till höger. Till höger, meaning to the right. Or till vänster. Till vänster, meaning to the left. Then, okay, we know where the library is, but maybe we want to ask, how do I get to the actual library? We would ask, hur kommer jag till biblioteket? Hur kommer jag till biblioteket? Hur kommer jag till biblioteket? Which is, how do I get to the library? Now, with var ligger and hur kommer jag till, we can simply take away biblioteket and add anything else. Maybe the central station or a certain address. For example, we can use a lot of things with var ligger or hur kommer jag till. Another really useful one I wanted to add on this list is if we maybe get lost. Maybe we lost our way, we don't know how to get to the library, we couldn't find our way. So to say I'm lost, we can say jag är vilse. Jag är vilse, meaning I am lost. And if we're lost, maybe we want to ask for help. So the way to say, can you help me? In Swedish we say, kan du hjälpa mig? Kan du hjälpa mig? As you can see with kan du hjälpa mig, it's also not really pronounced just like we spell it. So we wouldn't say kan du hjälpa mig, it would be kan du hjälpa mig. And then when you use all these phrases, Swedes might assume that you're speaking Swedish very well and start talking. So how do we actually say, I don't understand? We can say, jag förstår inte. Or, jag förstår inte. Depending on the dialect. So, jag förstår inte. Or, jag förstår inte. I don't understand. And let's do 2 more simple ones when we want to either order a coffee or ask how much something costs. We can order coffee in different ways. Let's go with the most basic and simple one to remember. En kaffe tack. En kaffe tack. Or if we want tea instead, we would just say en te tack. En te tack. Meaning a coffee please or a tea please. So yes, we would technically say a coffee thank you or a tea thank you, but we use it as please. And the last one to ask how much something costs. So to ask what does this cost, we would ask vad kostar det? Vad kostar det? To ask how much does this cost, we would ask hur mycket kostar det? Hur mycket kostar det? Och vad kostar det? Hur mycket kostar det? There you go. Now you have 20 useful phrases in Swedish and some more because we did some different variations on some of them. Now, I would advise you to go back and repeat this video, repeat after me as many times as you need. And with time and consistent learning, you're going to learn more and feel more confident and hopefully start speaking Swedish in no time. If you like this video and you want to learn more, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If there's anything you would like to learn or like me to make a video about, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your learning, and I hope to see you next time.